After a satellite gets badly damaged in space, a team of heroes decides to send their two best members to check what's going on. Miracle Guy waits for Techno to guide him from the control room. As soon as Techno gives him instructions, Miracle Guy flies straight into space to fix the satellite. But when he reaches there, he sees that the damage is much worse than expected. He quickly informs Techno, and then notices something shocking, an alien spaceship nearby. Before he can even react, the spaceship fires bright beams of light at him. But instead of attacking right away, Miracle Guy starts showing off, saying the aliens are no match for him. He even takes a selfie for his social media. Suddenly something zooms past him. He turns around and realizes it's not just one spaceship. There are many of them. At the same time, Techno's jetpack starts beeping. His fuel is running out. He calls Miracle Guy and tells him to come back fast before it's too late. But then a huge explosion happens. Techno watches in horror as Miracle Guy starts falling from the sky. He quickly contacts the rest of their team, Heroics, and tells them Miracle Guy has been hit. Without wasting a second, Techno rushes to save him. But just as he reaches Miracle Guy, his jetpack runs out of power too, and now both of them are falling. Meanwhile, on Earth, Missy wakes up to a message from her dad, Marcus, on her electronic bracelet. He calls her down for breakfast, and after she finishes picking out what to wear for school, she joins him at the table. While eating, they turn on the news and suddenly see Miracle Guy being taken away in an ambulance. Missy gets really worried after seeing this, but Marcus calmly tells her that it's probably just a training drill, something to prepare the heroes for a what-if situation. Missy quietly says she hopes that what-if never becomes real, because she just wants to keep spending time with her dad. Marcus smiles and tells her that even though he is the leader of the Heroics, he now works behind a desk. He reminds her that he promised never to fight as a hero again, especially after her mother passed away. A little later, Marcus drives Missy to school, but as he drops her off, he checks a monitor inside his car and sees how serious the alien invasion actually is. When he reaches work and sits at his desk in the operations room, his boss, Ms. Granada, decides to send 2 heroes into space to deal with the problem. Marcus immediately tells her that 2 heroes won't be enough. Ms. Granada says she can send 1 more if needed. But then Marcus shows her the real size of the alien invasion, and after seeing it, she realizes this isn't a small mission. This is a job for the entire team. So she tells one of the workers to sound the alarm for all the heroes, but then she notices something. Marcus is still sitting. She reminds him that if all the heroes are going to fight together, then he needs to join them too. Marcus refuses and says he already promised his daughter that he would never fight again, but Ms. Granada tells him they need all the help they can get, and since he's the leader, he has to step in. Hearing this, Marcus finally agrees. He raises his magnet hands and pulls his sword straight off the wall. Then he quietly walks out of the room, ready to fight again. Meanwhile, at school, some of Missy's friends ask her to help bring down a ball that's stuck in a tree. Missy sadly tells them she can't do it because, unlike her dad, she doesn't have magnet hands. After a few seconds, the ball falls down on its own, and all the kids just walk away, leaving her alone. Just then, 2 Heroics agents arrive to pick her up. Inside the car, Missy keeps asking where they're taking her, but they don't answer anything. Suddenly, her bracelet starts ringing. It's her dad. Marcus asks if she's being taken to the headquarters. When Missy says yes, he simply tells her that's good and ends the call. Missy is now confused and doesn't understand what's happening. Soon after, she reaches the Heroics headquarters. There, Ms. Granada introduces herself and explains that Missy needs to be moved to an underground safe place, where all the kids of the heroes are being kept. She says they can't risk putting the kids in danger while their parents are out there trying to save the world. Missy doesn't like this at all. She says she won't fit in with the other kids because she's different. She also reminds Ms. Granada that her dad promised never to fight again. But Ms. Granada is already tired of hearing complaints. She tells Missy to stop making things difficult and go join the other kids. As Missy walks into the classroom, Ms. Granada introduces her and tells everyone that she's proud of them for behaving so well. But the moment she leaves, one of the kids named Noodles stretches his neck all the way to the door to check if she's really gone. When he confirms that no one is outside, all the kids suddenly start shouting, playing, and using their powers freely. Missy is shocked to see all this, especially when a small girl named Guppy starts creating objects using water. A boy named Wheels then comes over to introduce himself to Missy. He tells her that he's not in a wheelchair because his legs are weak, but because they're actually stronger than the rest of his body. Wheels then introduces her to Noodles and also to Oho, who he says is an amazing artist. When Missy looks at Oho's drawings, she's really impressed. But one drawing catches her attention. It's a picture of Missy standing in front of the class. Missy wonders why Oho drew that, but Oho doesn't say a word. Noodles explains that Oho doesn't talk, and she only speaks through her drawings. Just then, Missy meets Capella, a girl who can sing in very high and very low tones that are strong enough to move things around. As Capella uses her voice to lift some chairs, with a boy named Facemaker standing on one of them, Missy realizes that Oho had drawn this exact moment before. She looks at Oho suspiciously but stays quiet. Next, Wheels introduces Slow-Mo, a boy who moves very slowly, even though his father is known as blinding fast. Then she meets Facemaker, who can change his face into anyone or anything. He even wins a bet against Noodles, and out of anger, Noodles makes his hand giant and accidentally breaks a table. After that, Missy meets the twins, Rewind and Fast Forward. They have the power to rewind and fast forward time, but even though they are twins, they clearly don't get along. When Noodles break the table, Rewind simply takes them back in time too before it happened. But then, an exercise ball is placed where the table was, and Noodles pops that too. Soon after, Missy is introduced to the leader of the superhero kids, Wildcard. Wheels tells her that Wildcard might have every power possible, he just doesn't know how to control them. To prove himself, Wildcard tries to teleport a book, but ends up setting it on fire instead. Thankfully, Guppy quickly puts out the fire using her water powers. She then tells Missy that her dad is Shark Boy, and her mom is Lava Girl. That's why she can control water, and also has the strength of a shark. After all the introductions, Wildcard becomes curious about Missy's powers, but when Missy stays silent, he realizes that she doesn't have any powers at all. Everyone is shocked. Missy says she doesn't want to talk about it, and instead asks them to turn on the news to check on their parents. Wheels switch on the TV, just in time for them to see all the heroes fighting against the aliens, who have now reached Earth. The kids get excited watching their parents in action, but Missy is surprised to see Marcus fighting too, because he had promised her he would never do that again. The battle begins, and the heroes give it everything they've got, but it's not enough. One by one, they all get captured. Soon, only Marcus is left. The aliens surround him from all sides. Before giving up, Marcus calls Missy through her bracelet and says sorry for breaking his promise. He tells her that he has to fight, because he's the leader of the heroics. Before Missy can stop him, he charges at the aliens. But sadly, he gets captured too. All the kids watch in silence. A few moments later, the President of the United States appears live on TV. He confirms that all the heroics have been captured. Then he reads a message from the alien commander. The aliens say they are preparing to take over Earth in just a few hours, and everyone should accept it without a fight. He ends his speech by saying, "Only God can save them now." After this, Ms. Granada sends a message telling all the kids to stay inside the room because it's the safest place for them. But Missy says they're not safe there. She tells them that the aliens already know where they are, and after capturing their parents, they'll come for them next. The other kids are confused and ask how she knows this. Without saying anything, Missy walks over and picks up Oho's tablet and tell them the truth. Oho doesn't just draw random pictures. She draws the future. Missy shows them the drawings, one of Facemaker floating in the air and another of Noodles punching the exercise ball. Both of those things already happened. Then she shows them the next drawing. An alien enters the room and takes Wildcard. Wheels checks the tablet himself and realizes Missy is right. They really are in danger, but Wildcard doesn't like this at all. He doesn't like Missy trying to make a plan when he's supposed to be their leader. Missy says she's not trying to take over, she just wants to leave, and anyone who wants to come with her can join. The others say escaping won't be easy because the whole place is on lockdown, but Wildcard asks if she has a plan for that. Missy says yes. First, they get Facemaker to distract some guards and bring them into the classroom. Then the kids tell the guards that aliens are coming for them, but the guards don't believe them. They say the classroom is like a fortress where nothing can get in. Missy calmly tells them to drop their access cards and let the kids leave peacefully. The guards are confused, so Missy asks the boys to place some cushions in front of them. When the guards ask why Guppy says it's so they don't land badly, the chief guard laughs at this, but suddenly Guppy grabs his hand and slams him straight onto a cushion. Another guard attacks her, but she beats him up too. The chief guard shouts that she has shark strength. Noodles takes care of the last guard and collects all their access cards. But just when Missy is explaining that aliens are really coming, another guard presses the emergency alarm button. The whole place goes into lockdown. Missy quickly tells Rewind to take them back in time so they can stop him. But before they can move, an alien appears inside the room and grabs Wildcard. Wildcard starts saying he knew Missy's plan wouldn't work, so Missy tells Rewind to rewind again. This time they stop the guard before he presses the alarm and tie up all the guards before leaving. As they run out, the alien appears again, and Wildcard realizes they just got lucky. The kids rush toward the exit, but Missy accidentally bumps into Ms. Granada. She gets furious and tells the guards to seal all the doors. Now there's no way out, but Missy comes up with another plan. She asks Capella to use her voice to lift the guards into the air, so they can climb on them and reach a hatch on the ceiling. Capella does it. The floating guards become steps, and the kids escape through the hatch. Once they reach the lobby, they use an access card to open a trolley and escape in it. But as soon as they get outside, more guards are waiting. Wildcard quickly asks Capella to make the trolley fly. She manages to lift it, but she can't control where it's going. They start heading straight toward a building. At the last second, Noodles stretches his body out of the trolley and stops them from crashing. But soon, Capella gets tired and says she can't hold it for long. Wheels checks the map on his wheelchair to find a safe place to land, but there's nothing nearby. Then Missy notices they're close to her grandma's house. She asks Capella if she can take them there. Capella says she'll try, and luckily they make it to Grandma Moreno's house, though they crash right into her gazebo. Grandma comes out angry at first, but the moment she sees Missy, she's really happy. The other kids are shocked when they realize that Missy's grandmother is actually Grandma Moreno, the trainer of the heroics. Missy quickly tells her that they need a place to hide, but Grandma Moreno says hiding won't be enough. The alien spaceship is already getting ready for takeover, and there are less than 2 hours left. Meanwhile, back at the heroics base, Ms. Granada tells her team to find the kids. Luckily, they are able to track Missy using her electronic bracelet. At Grandma's house, the kids finally settle down. That's when Grandma Moreno tells them something big. They need to become the next superheroes. They are the ones who must stop the aliens. The kids don't feel confident about this at all. They start arguing, saying their powers are useless. Grandma Moreno tells them they can't become heroes if they keep fighting with each other. Missy agrees and says that together, they can save their parents and the whole planet. Grandma also tells them that if they want to win, they need to stay strong as a team. Then she says they'll also need a leader. Wildcard quickly says he should be the leader, but Grandma Moreno says she was talking about Missy. Soon after, they all head to the training ground. At first, the kids struggle a lot, but slowly, they start getting better. Missy still feels useless because she doesn't have any powers, but Grandma Moreno tells her that powers aren't everything. She explains that Missy's mother didn't have powers either, and Marcus wouldn't be the hero he is today without her support. Missy finally understands that she can still be important, but just then, they see helicopters from the heroics team arriving. Grandma Moreno quickly tells all the kids to escape through a tunnel. Moments after the kids leave, Grandma Moreno gets captured by an alien. Elsewhere, the captured heroics members get a message from the president saying that their kids have left the headquarters. Now they're even more worried. Inside the tunnel, Missy asks for Oho's tablet to check for clues. After looking at it, she says she has a plan. She quietly explains it to Wildcard. At first, he's shocked, but then agrees that it's actually a smart idea. He shows everyone the tablet and says Oho has drawn an alien supply ship on land, which means there must be one nearby. Soon, they find one hidden close by. While aliens move around in the bushes, the kids sneak inside. But just as they're about to leave, they notice Slow-Mo is still outside because of how slow he is. The aliens spot them, but the kids rush back, pull Slow-Mo in, and escape safely. They then head toward the main alien spaceship. Once they get there, Wheels figures out a way to track their parents using Missy's bracelet. They start moving toward their location, but suddenly, an alien jumps out from under the ground and attacks them. They run and hide and end up inside a strange room with a giant pyramid-shaped object. As they try to understand what it is, they suddenly see the president walk in. He talks to some guards and asks if everything inside the object is safe. The guards reply that everything is ready, and the alien commander has ordered the takeover to begin in less than 1 hour. Once the president leaves, the kids think that the object must be some kind of rocket filled with aliens that will be sent to Earth. So they decide they need to stop it. But before they can leave, Ms. Granada walks in. She says she's proud of them because they led her team straight to the alien spaceship. But while she's talking, Oho shows Missy a drawing. It shows Ms. Granada as an alien. Just then, the president walks back in and tells Ms. Granada to stop pretending, because the kids already know the truth. And suddenly both of them reveal themselves to be aliens. The kids are captured and locked inside a room. Ms. Granada tells them that they are just like their parents, always fighting with each other. When Guppy tries to drink from her water bottle, Ms. Granada tells the guards to take it away from her. She also orders rewind and fast forward to be separated because together they're too powerful. Before leaving, Ms. Granada tells Ojo that she won't take her tablet because she already knows their future. And according to her, it ends with all of them spending their lives in prison. She even shows them the key to their cell before walking away. Meanwhile, the captured heroes get a visitor. At first, she beats them up, but then reveals herself to be Grandma Moreno, who has also been captured and thrown into their cell. She tells them they're not as good as they used to be, because they stopped training. She also hopes their children will make better use of what she taught them. Back in the kids' cell, they start connecting everything. Ms. Granada was an alien all along, and the aliens must have hacked the elections to make one of their own the president. Guppy tries to break the door using her shark strength, but it doesn't work. She says she needs water to get stronger. That's when Missy gets an idea. She starts acting sad and tells everyone that they're stuck and will never make it home again. Wildcard tries to stop her from being so negative, but then realizes what she's doing. Soon everyone starts crying. Missy collects the tears and gives the water to Guppy. Using that, Guppy creates a copy of the key Ms. Granada showed them earlier and unlocked the cell. At the same time, Grandma Moreno tells Marcus that the heroics are not as strong as they once were. Marcus replies that things were the same when she was part of the team. Grandma Moreno then says this means it's now up to the kids, because the next generation is always better. Just then, Techno manages to turn on the security monitor in their cell, and they see their kids escaping. With only 18 minutes left, Missy tells Wheels they need to head to the rocket and stop it before the takeover begins. But Wildcard disagrees. He thinks they should find their parents first and let them handle the aliens. Even though time is running out, Wildcard decides to go rescue the parents. He takes Facemaker with him, while Missy and the others head toward the rocket. But on the way, Wildcard and Facemaker start arguing about which direction to go. They split up. Ms. Granada watches all this on the monitor and seems pleased. She tells the guards to capture Wildcard because he can't control his powers and might destroy everything. Meanwhile, Missy and the others are attacked by alien guards. At first, they're scared, but this time they work together and manage to defeat them. Then they continue toward the room with the rocket. Back in the cell, the heroics are watching everything on the monitor. And honestly, they look proud seeing their kids fight like real heroes. Meanwhile, Wildcard gets captured and taken to an interrogation room by Ms. Granada and some guards. They try to question him about the kids' plan, but he just keeps cracking jokes. He even makes one of the guards laugh. At the same time, Missy and the others reach the rocket. Just as they're about to stop it, a force field suddenly appears around it. They're confused. No one else is in the room. That's when Ojo suddenly speaks. Everyone is shocked because Ojo never talks. She says she can talk, but she just chooses not to. Then she admits something bigger. She created the force field. As she talks about how they don't really work well together, and how Wildcard isn't even with them. Missy calmly says they've actually been working together the whole time. Missy calls Wildcard through the control room system, and he answers. That's when the truth comes out. The one captured earlier wasn't a Wildcard. It was a Facemaker pretending to be him. It was all part of Missy's plan. Missy explains that she always knew Ojo was an alien. She noticed something strange in one of Ojo's drawings back in the tunnel at Grandma Moreno's house. She had secretly told Wildcard about it. That's why they were able to plan everything together. Now Ojo reveals her true identity. She's not just an alien, she's the Supreme Commander. Wildcard from the control room shuts down the force field. But Ojo isn't done yet. She starts drawing monsters and brings them to life to attack the kids. The kids are forced to fight again. At the same time, Wildcard finally gains control over his powers. He defeats Ms. Granada, and her guards freeze them when they try to stop him. Back in the rocket room, Ojo sends even more monsters. Guppy runs out of water. Wheels quickly tells her to use the liquid metal from the rocket. She does, and creates a giant metal shark. With it, she smashes through several monsters. For the last few, Missy acts as bait. With Noodles stretching and helping her, they defeat the rest together. The heroics are watching all this and they're beyond proud. Now there's only minutes left. Wheels comes up with a final plan. He gives Noodles a reprogrammed motherboard and tells him to install it in the rocket's ignition chamber. But just as Noodles is about to do it, Ojo creates another monster. The motherboard falls into a deep hole below the rocket. Noodles tries to reach it, but he can't. That's when Slow-Mo steps up. He says he's the only one who won't get hurt from the jump. So he slowly jumps down, grabs the motherboard, and waits. Missy calls Wildcard for help. Wildcard teleports in, grabs Slow-Mo, and brings him back up safely. Now Noodles install the motherboard. The rocket opens, but inside, it's not aliens. It's the heroics their parents locked inside. The kids are confused. What was this takeover really about? That's when Ms. Granada and the president show up, and they explain everything. The whole mission wasn't about taking over Earth. It was about passing the power to the next generation. Earth, and even the galaxy, is facing bigger threats in the future. The aliens needed to speed up the kids' training. Oho admits that real power doesn't come from one person. It comes from working together. She praises Missy for being a true leader. Then she asks if they'll be ready when the galaxy needs them. Missy confidently says yes. The kids reunite with their parents. Everyone is proud. Missy goes to Marcus and tells him that next time he goes on a mission, he has to take her with him. Marcus smiles and agrees. They shake hands. Even the aliens seem happy. In the end, the kids stand together in their new superhero costumes, on top of a cliff, looking ready for whatever comes next.